Hi, James here again, and today I'll be going from Glasgow Silverburn to Edinburgh Holyrood. It's just myself, so it's a single payload. We'll see basically how this car fares going at the national speed limit. So basically there's the 50 zone, 60 zone, and when I hit the M8 it will be the 70 miles an hour speed limit on the dual carriageway. So we'll see how the battery drainage fare. I'll even turn the heating up in the car to 21, maybe 22 degrees. Get the heated seats on high, so I'm nice and toasty. Basically I just want to drive this in the full luxury, doing I think the distance is about 53, maybe 57 miles. I'll double check that once we get going. I'll be using ProPilot so you guys can see how that works and what to expect from it, and the little quirks, a couple of quirks that it has. Yeah, so let's see how we get on. So I thought I'd just show off the charge point here at Silverburn. There's actually 8 charge ports altogether. Leaf there, and yeah, it's pretty neat actually. I didn't need to use my card or anything, I just came over. There's a little toggle here. Looks a bit like something out of a NASCAR. Switch that off. Okay. Unplug. And then for my car, here it's locked obviously, so the key. Too shabby, is it? Right, so we're just about to set off. I'm going to set the navigation. It's plugged into my phone, so we've got Android Auto going, and basically we'll see how Google deals with the Scottish accent. Obviously my accent's not that strong because I've been living down south for a little while. So here goes. Okay Google, Holyrood Edinburgh.
Showing results for Holyrood Edinburgh.
Okay, so that worked. So Holyrood, let's have a look. Palace, alright, okay, Holyrood Palace, click on that. Opens till 4:30. It's 1 hour 19 minutes to get there, and it's 58 miles away. So yep, so we better step on it because we don't want to be late. Yeah, not that I'm actually going to go in, but anyway, let's hit the road. Okay, we're going to set off now. So 150 miles it says. Oh yeah, trip. Reset trip here. Reset the drive computer number 2. Press OK. Reset all. Confirm. Yep. There you go. See if this guy will let me out. Oh, what a nice dude. Lovely man. Give him a little flash, a little wave. Thank you very much. What a gent. I wonder if he thought, what the hell is that? What's that weird colour? Right. Okay, there's a car broken down. Oh dear. Okay, I'm going to set ProPilot on. So you press the blue button obviously, and then there's a set minus. So if you hit that, it says doing 36 currently, it's steering for me, and it's keeping a distance of 3. So I'm going to set this to 50 because this is a 50 zone. And take off e-pedal. It's cruising, following the car ahead. Actually, I probably shouldn't follow closer. I'll just let you see what happens. So the car's actually assisting on the steering. So if I go towards the edge, it won't like it. So it's pushing me back into the centre. The blind spot notification in this car is actually on the wing mirror. There's a little orange light that comes on, and in the settings you can set that to like dull or bright or normal. So I'm just going to set this back to 3, so keep a bit of distance. I don't want too much slipstreaming, I just want to be pelting it along. I am actually doing 50 at the moment. Let's go 52. I'm not sure I'm allowed to go 52. This is a overall sort of information screen. So I'm doing 49. So this, I'm not actually doing anything here. The car's actually slowing itself down to keep up with the vehicle ahead, and it's steering as well. So it's assisting me on my steering. So if hands are nearby, so it's steering, as you can see. Oh, doesn't like that. Put my hands back on. Right. So it's a bit nerve-wracking at first, but once you get into it, you actually trust the vehicle to at least slow down from the vehicle ahead. You see the icon, the green icon with the vehicle, it means there's a vehicle ahead. Now I am taking a left turn here. So the system's off now, actually. We've reached the 70-mile-an-hour zones. There's a big bend coming up, so I'm not going to be doing 70 miles an hour, that's for sure. Whoa, the car just launched to 62. It doesn't actually, what I found is it doesn't actually like really big sharp bends like this. I mean, it's not sharp, but I mean it's sharp for motorway. That boom boom means pick up the steering wheel, because I'm not going to do it for you, mate. So it's 3.2 miles per kilowatt hour so far, 88%, 130 miles on the gone. We've only done 14 miles. Stick with the cruise information here. It's strange. What I think is the centre lane is different from what the car thinks. So the car thinks the centre lane is here. Yeah, Normally when I'm driving, I'm normally more over to the right for some reason. Right, wheel hands back on. So if I was driving, I would be more centered here, which obviously isn't centered to the car. It just feels weird when it pulls to the left to get me into lane. It doesn't take long for the warning to come on. Actually, it's just nice because you know, sometimes you might get dazzled by oncoming traffic, and it's a good safety feature that will keep you in lane, you know, so you don't swerve over the other side of the lines to the oncoming traffic if you get dazzled by the lights. Mr. Model X, Tesla, I didn't even notice. What are you doing? What was he doing? Surely his autopilot should be helping him stay in lane. Maybe he was busy looking at my car. I will leave it on though, yeah. So inside cabin temperature is 21 degrees, which is actually on the middle console that's telling me that. And it's 6 degrees outside. So this is like first class on the train. Seats actually quite comfortable. Soft seats. Although speaking of trains, I've never actually been first class on the train. So speaking, I was last 3 months while waiting for this car. I actually sold my last vehicle because I had a better price online, and I was on the train, standard class. I was most of the journeys, like probably about 40% of them were just full of people that were really loud. Once it was like a stag do, I couldn't hear myself, and I got a call from the insurance company, and they were saying, "Oh, sorry, Mr. Chung, I can't really make you out. It's really bad line." I said, "Yeah, I'm on the train. It's just really loud here, so I'm just going to speak up. But I'm not shouting at you, okay?" So she's like, "Okay." Throughout my, I think everyone in that coach could hear me over the lads that were going on the stag do on my insurance and how I was going to pay for it. And then actually, then the other time, we got people who's watching movies. I don't mind people watching movies on a train if you have your headphones on, but they just had the volume up. And I'm thinking, I don't even know what film you're watching, and I don't really want to be listening to that. So now that I'm back in my own car, I can relax, do what I like, actually just turn the music off. I actually like driving with no music on. Yeah. See what I mean about the ProPilot? I actually didn't even realise I slowed down to 50. Sorry guys. Just gonna pull out, speed up again. Which is like one less thing to worry about when you're driving. It's like, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. You guys can let me know what you think. I'm gonna do some overtaking, so I'm gonna hit 75. Overtake all these people here. So currently we're at 28 miles, almost 29, 101 on the GOM, and we're at 72%. And I've been going at a fairly rapid pace. So we've got another roughly just under 30 miles left of travelling to do. Drive trip computer, 3 miles per kilowatt, 31 miles we've done, averaging 50 miles an hour, 37 minutes roughly of drive time. Actually this chassis control, I really do not know what this is, so if anyone does, they can let me know. It's just got like an image of the body. I wonder if it's for damage. You know, like in Gran Turismo, the tyres are wearing down. It starts going red if it starts heating up. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Actually, press OK for menu. Let's see what that gives us. Active trace control. No idea what that is. Just call it the Gran Turismo mode. I still haven't put my foot on the pedal, you know. Don't want to be falling in that boat. Is it a boat? Can't tell. Oh, I thought he was trawling a boat. It's just a pickup van with a trailer. No, it is a boat trailer. Pulling in, drop down to 72. Lanes are closing anyway. But I'm going to show you what happens with the ProPilot if you don't indicate. So we're going to pull into a lane a little because everyone's pulled in. Oh, didn't like that. So it buzzes and then the steering wheel vibrates as well. And it pushes me back into lane as well. So it gives a little nudge back into lane. Maybe these guys think I'm drunk because they're overtaking me now. Even though the lane's closing off up ahead. Oh, Mr. Corsa gave me a look. I think he was looking to see if I was drunk. That's funny. Right, we are still. I thought the road was closing off. What's the signals about? We are still hitting 72. So obviously, the Scottish highway network people were lying. The road didn't close. We're still like 2 lanes opened. Right, let's freak the ProPilot out again. I'm going to do a bit of overtaking. 75. No cars behind, so I'm going to push over. Oh, it's actually. Oh, didn't like that. Actually slowed me down and tried to push me in lane. I think once you pass the halfway mark, it knows you're trying to switch lanes. That's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. It's just trying to keep you in line. Actually, probably makes me a better driver as well. Remember to indicate before pulling out. When I first picked up the car, took some pictures of it. Actually, I didn't pick up the car, I went to see it. The dealer drove it out. I basically couldn't pick up the vehicle because the government grant online, where you basically apply for the grant for the vehicle, wasn't open at the weekend, so I couldn't pick up the car till after Monday. Only open Monday to Friday. And yeah, so they drove it out and I took some pictures and saw the colour of it. Totally loved the spring cloud. And I was thinking, you know what? That reminds me of the Datsun Sunny green that they used to have back in the day. And so I thought, I'm going to name... So I came up with a couple of names. So it's either Sunny or Datsun. So I decided to call my car Datsun. So this is the name I chose, and also when I signed up to Nissan Connect, that was a nickname I gave my car. So everyone, meet Datsun. Datsun, meet everyone. So I did 45-mile drive, 3.2 miles per kilowatt, averaging 54 miles an hour. GOM still says I can do 83 miles, and I'm down to 57%. You know what? I'm actually comfortable on doing the trip back the other way at this sort of speed, this motorway speed. Granted, I slowed down a couple of times. But yeah, I think I kept nearer the 60-70 mile an hour mark most of the way. Okay, so we've reached Holyrood. Parliament Building's on my left, and the Queen's Palace is on my right, or the gallery, Queen's Gallery, sorry. Have I been calling the wrong thing all this time? Yeah, you can tell I don't come to Edinburgh very often. Well, that was an interesting drive, seeing that I wasn't conforming to your usual eco driving. And basically I've reached my final destination of 52.4 miles, and I've got 3.4 miles per kilowatt, which is surprising. I thought it was going to be less than that. So it's the actual aerodynamics of this car is actually really good. The first test with the full payload with 3 miles per kilowatt was really surprising as well. So, you know, if I'm doing that sort of long distance again, that 125 miles between Newcastle and Edinburgh, and it's just myself, I actually feel comfortable in doing that by myself with one full charge. I'll do another test on my way back down next weekend, and we'll see how the car fares. I'll probably won't turn the heated seats on. I'll probably just drive it like I would normally. Just because my butt's really toasted at the moment, and being 21 degrees inside cabin temperature is a bit much. So this is the battery level. We're at 53%. I am just going to turn the heating off to see what extra range we can get from this. So the GOM says 83. Hold on. Easy seeing with this. So it's 83 with the heater, without anything, so no heater or AC. With the heater on, it's 80. With heater and aircon, we have 80. So heater and aircon still at 80. So just aircon by itself, we have 80. Oh, that's interesting. So it seems like it's piped up to the same system, so it drains the same amount of battery. There's only 3 miles an hour, sorry, 2 miles difference between having heating and aircon on and off. Yeah, I'll have to do another test with the aircon in the summertime. So yeah, so we're at 53% on the battery, and let's have a look. The battery temperature at the moment isn't even halfway, so that's not too bad. I'm not going to be doing a charge tonight because I want to keep it at this level at 53%, and I'll be doing the trip backwards tomorrow, so that's going to be interesting if I have to stop somewhere between. If the battery gets drained more, I'll probably drive it a bit more normally tomorrow. Obviously we're not in a rush to go to the Queen's Gallery like we were today. And it's 3:49, so we've actually made it because they close at 4:30, remember, so we can have a quick look around before they close. Actually, I'm lying, I'm not actually going to go in. Okay folks, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe below. I'd like to hit 1,000 users. YouTube's want to pull the plug on my monetary ads because I don't have 1,000 subscribers, which is a bit of a shame. I think I got the viewing times. There's something about viewing times and subscribers.